Norcold refrigerator electrical troubleshooting. You got your Norcold ready to go, and you turn it on and nothing happens. No lights on the panel come on. Nothing happens. No sound, no lights. Where do you start? Where do you start checking? Well, the first place we check is on the outside, right behind the fridge. Once outside, take the back panel off of the fridge. And you're going to need one of these testers, a multimeter. They're only like $10 or $15 from any hardware store. But what we're going to do is we're going to check the power going into the fridge. First, we'll check the AC side. So switch our meter to AC volts. And we're going to check this outlet here. We're going to pull the plug out. And just stick the probes in the holes in the outlet. It doesn't matter which probe goes in which hole. What we're looking for is around 120 volts. As long as we got around 120 volts, we're good. And 120.6, which is good. Now, if we didn't have any power coming out of there, or if the number would jump around crazy up and down all over, it wouldn't stay still, then you want to check the breakers on the converter box inside. Make sure a breaker didn't get tripped. Okay, next we want to check the DC side. So switch your meter to the DC volts, and we're going to check these two wires for propane, to run the fridge on propane, and we want to see at least 11 volts. And with the DC, it does matter what wires you put the probes on. Make sure you put the red one on the positive and the black one on the negative. So in this one, the negative is on the top, positive's on the bottom, and we got 12.8 volts, which is good. Now, if you didn't see anything here, or if the number would jump around, wouldn't stay put, go crazy, then you want to check the fuses in the converter box. Make sure all the fuses are good. Okay, so now that we got power, both AC and DC, coming into the fridge, then the only other place that the trouble will be is on the inside. Let's go inside. All right, if we have power in the back of the fridge, coming into the fridge on the outside, like we saw, but the fridge still isn't working, no power, then the only other place that the trouble will be is in this top panel here, called an eyebrow panel. And the way we get at that is to open the freezer door. And there's 3 Phillips screws. One there, one there, one there. They're recessed in a hole. I got the 3 screws out, and the panel just drops down like that. Just carefully pull it out. And this was the problem with this fridge. What the problem was is the switch had corrosion on it, and it stopped working. But I could tell if I wiggled the switch back and forth, the lights would flicker. That's how I knew the problem was this switch. And the way I fixed it was spraying some contact cleaner on the back with this stuff. I sprayed it on the back of the switch. I left the switch in the panel, didn't remove it, but on the back I took the panel out and just sprayed it on the back of the switch, and then went in there with a toothbrush, soft toothbrush, and carefully scrubbed it, gently scrubbed this contact cleaner in the back of that switch. I did that 3 times, about 3 times in about an hour, and lo and behold, it worked. I plugged the panel back in, and the thing's working now. I didn't have to buy a new switch. So just keep that in mind. Keep those steps in mind if you're having electrical problems, no power problems with your Norcold fridge. All right, thanks for watching.